Hello, everybody. How's everybody doing today? Hopefully, everybody have a good day. For tonight's movie review, midnight review, we're gonna talk about how an Egyptian slave become a king, regional king on his region. This is a movie review 34. So, story begin with a senator's wife trying to seduce a slave because she didn't get enough sex from the husband, and she tried every way to seduce the slave. It didn't work out. So she trying to take off her clothes and trying to, impress the slave by give him a lot of reason why she want to have sex with him. And then because he's an honest man, so he refused multiple times. But she's still trying to get advanced and trying to seduce him. So she can have a sexual intercourse with him. So she's continued to trying to kiss him, but he refused. The slave refused. The slave say, "I cannot do that because I don't want to betray my boss, my senator." So he ran away. So the senator's wife get really angry, and then she report to her husband and tell the husband that the slave trying to sexually harass her. And then she did really well. She trying to friend the slave, but the senator is not stupid, and he tricked the wife to reveal the truth and gather all the evidence. And even though the wife was like crying and saying, "Oh my God, we need to kill the slave," so she asked people to put the slave on a jail and abuse him. So this is the first time the slave get framed by the people. But of course, they found the truth, and the senator finally gave the order, and then he sentencing his wife. But before do that, he can't ask the slave about the truth, and then but the slave say, "Who will believe the slave? Who will believe what the slave was talking about?" And he said, "Of course, I believe you. I treat you like a son." So, like I say, he gathered all the information, and the slave say, "Well, is your wife trying to seduce me?" So, yeah, this is when the wife pulled the slave on the jail and trying to abuse him. But the truth eventually come out, right? So, like I said, the senator went back and started doing the investigation, and then they find out the wife was lying, and then the senator killed the wife. This is the second time when slave get promoted to become a jail guard and jail, and then she trying to investigate which senator was lying, because the king gave the order to the senator and asked the senator to investigate in the other two senators to find out who's lying, who's killing the king's family. And of course, this is the second time the slave get into a challenge, and then she know how to resolve the dream. And then one of the senator told the slave, "This is a good time for you to get promoted, not just become a jail guy. You're gonna become like something more." So he gave him a test and asked him to find out who's lying. So of course he used his wit and resolved the problem. And then he find out that who was lying. But before doing that, he need to test out those two senators by asking about their dream to see, because he had ability, the slave had ability to resolve someone's dream. So he went back to the jail and conducted an interview with those two slaves and this two senators. So this senator actually is innocent. So he immediately know by asking some question. And this one is actually the one who was lying. He's the one who killed the king's family. So before he is not trying to admit it, he's still trying his last ditch effort, trying to saying that he wasn't the one who committed the crime, but and you can tell the slave now is a jail guard. He resolved the problem, and he just didn't want to tell him the truth. But yeah, and he's the one who killed the king's family. So, and now he tell him that's what's gonna happen to him tomorrow. The king's gonna hand him and kill him. So he's trying to slap the jail guard again, but as it's just a last ditch effort. And the king sentenced him to death. He's handing over there and pass away. So this is the second challenge about a slave, and he was framed by this senator again. But once again, he used his honesty and wit to resolve all the problem. So the king wants to meet him. So finally, he get released from the jail again, and this time he's gonna get promoted one more time, because the king wants to meet this smart man, honest person, and knowing his story about how he was so poor when he was young, and how people trying to frame him, and how he resolved all those life problems by himself. So this time the king wanna ask him about some favor, because the king just met him, and the king wanna ask him how to resolve the hunger around the country. It's called famine, FAMINE. So it's pretty much like it happened a lot when during the early age of air, when there's now a lot of people can cultivate in the crop and there's no food. So he gave clear instruction without being afraid of being punished by the king. So the king just asked him to be honest and give the answer. And then he resolved the problem again, and the king was very happy with him, and the king decided to promoting him to become, I think, a regional king for that matter. So the king was mad at the beginning because he saw that his solution will not be resolve the problem, but then he provided very accurate in the situation and problem solving skill, and the king was so happy and promoting him to become a regional king, gave him a ring, and also gave him a wife. The wife is the king's sister, so he get a big promotion, become a regional king. He's no longer a slave, and he again use his honesty and we to pass the other test again. This is the third test. So now he officially become the regional king. So thinking about his past, been through so many things, but eventually he really become the person that he want to be, and he get the wife because the king's sister really like him in the way. So now he's celebrating to become a regional king, and the last part he had to resolve was the people used to friend him, the people used to abuse him when he was younger, and this is like a bittersweet, right? So he become a king, and then all those people are very shocked, and this is one of his advisor. And once he become a regional king, and the senator who used to help him also bless him and just say goodbye. So he moved out from the region and become the regional king from the other side, and all those people are the one who used to abuse him before, and now he become the king. So everybody was bow out to him and trying to ask for forgiveness, but of course it's not that easy. But he's a very kind, honest person. So I guess at the end he decided to forgive those people, and not give them any sentencing or things like that. And then this is the advisor asked them to obey the king, and they will be surprised. Oh my God, he used to be slave and now he's a regional king. So everybody finally show respect to him, and the regional king also forgive everything they done during the time before, and now this is his new style, because if you're the king, you have to wear something different. And this is when they are just shocking and trying to rebellion, but it's not gonna be helpful to do that. And officially now at the end, everybody respecting. So he come out from the king's palace, and then everybody bow to him, and they, thanks for his forgiveness. And then he come up to one of his worst enemy, and he forget everybody. So the story tell you about honesty is very important.